A lot of people know me from turkey hunting, and they know that I'm very passionate about my spring turkey hunting, and they watch the videos every year that we post, and I enjoy it. That's a very big passion in my life. But something a lot of people may not know is it wasn't my first passion. In fact, for several years, from the time I killed my first turkey when I was 12, but from the time that I was 13 to the time that I was 17, I never went turkey hunting. I didn't care for it at the time, because at about 12 years old, I really fell in love with bass fishing. Well, fishing period, but especially bass fishing. And the obsession that I have with turkey hunting now, that's the way I was growing up with bass fishing. And I wanted to learn everything that I could about catching bass. And even at a young age, I pretty much figured out very young that fishing really wasn't all luck. People say, oh, you get lucky. And there may be a small little bit of luck involved, but really, I figured out that there's a science behind it. And by the time that I was probably 15 years old, I could go out any season of the year, spring, summer, fall, winter, and figure out how to catch them. Many times in the month of December, when there wasn't ice on the farm ponds or on the little reservoirs that I fished a lot growing up, I'd go up there in the dead of winter, not a soul be up there, because anybody'd be crazy to be up there. But I'd catch one of them 40-degree days, or one of them days when it wasn't so cold. I'd be out there fishing by myself, 14, 15 years old, and catch them. I didn't catch a lot because it was dead of winter, but I figured out how to catch them. And so I really, really just fell in love with bass fishing, and everything that I could find on bass fishing, how-tos. I was learning. I was just sucking all of this information in, and so by the time that I was probably about 18, I was really advanced in bass fishing and learning a lot of tactics and techniques about different places, small reservoirs, big lakes, clear water, stained water, it didn't matter. And just kind of nailing down a lot of techniques I've still used to this day. One thing about this lake here, what we're on right now, it's just really clear. I mean, this visibility is in the water is probably, you can probably see 5-6 foot deep, and it's just really, really, really clear. And that's really tough to fish when you get water conditions like that. A lot of people like stained water, and I do too, but a lot of people would rather fish clear water than they would a little bit muddier water. And honestly, I'm sort of opposite. I'd rather fish dirtier water than I would a really clear water. But when you're forced to fish something like this here, where it's really clear, you want to scale down everything. And I go to even lighter line. I try to go to like an 8-pound green visibility line. Of course, I fish with the green line just about no matter what kind of water it is. But I really make sure I have some good green line when I have this clear water situation, where that it's really almost invisible to the fish. And then you want to keep your boat sort of positioned back away from where you're throwing, and you want to make super long casts. You want to get a lure, and you want to get a setup to where you can make a really long cast and cover a lot of water, so you don't have to get your boat up to it. Because in this clear water, boats just freak these fish out. And so the closer you get to where you're throwing, the worse off you're going to be. All right, so you want to stay back away as far as you can, and that's why you want to make sure that you have the right line, the right rod, the right reel, and have it set up to where you can make really long casts. And then you want to scale down all your lures. All right, you want to scale down. Instead of using a big jerkbait this long, you want to, get one about like this. Now I'm using a jerkbait this morning. I'm just using this little smaller jerkbait. And the reason I'm using jerkbaits is because already this morning when I got out here, I've been seeing 2 or 3 bass chasing minnows up in these weeds. All right, I can see them chasing it. All right, so that tells me that they're, on a minnow bite right now. That they're on this. So I'm trying to mimic that, and I want also to get something that I can move erratically. Something that has a lot of action to it. Now you can throw a topwater too, and I'll probably throw a topwater here in a little bit because I love a topwater bite. But I'll probably do it over there on that side when I head over that way. But you just got to remember that these fish can see you, and they get a little bit spooky in this really clear water. But you can have a success in clear water. But you have to scale everything down and make a really long cast. And a lot of times that's kind of how you have to deal with it when it's really this clear. I'm going to try to see if we can't get one. Oh, I had something right there. Dang it. I don't know what that was, but anyway, something hit it. Got something here. Oh, little bass. Yeah. Little bass. Well, they are in this super clear water. I'll tell you what. Nice little fish. Pretty nice little fish here. On the jerkbait. Well, they're skinniest time of year, especially up here. Every bass I've caught up here this year has been skinny, really skinny. Anyways, all right. Nice little bass going back. I got up around this riprap and these rocks, and seems like I've got a little bit more action. Lost a couple. Short striked it. Ooh, there was another one. Man, had too much slack in that one. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on up here. Come on up here. It's a little bitty one, I think. Yeah, he ain't that big. He ain't that big. They're small up here on this. Ouch. Ow, he hooked me. Well, he got me. He got me. He draw blood. Ow. Little bitty dink. Well, this time of year, you just, you got about a couple hours when it gets this warm. For me, I'm not into this sitting out here all day. Oh, I missed one. Dang it. They're hitting this jerkbait up here on these rocks, but I think they're just small. I don't think they're very big. Small little bass. But I've had about 5 or 6 hits right here just in the last, I don't know, in the last 40 yards. Got one now. Oh, crap. Shoot. You spit it out. You stupid thing, you. That's a pretty good one. That's like the biggest one of the day right there. And of course, you know that I'm missing. Ah, man, that looked like a good couple pounder there. But I lost him. Well, I guess that's going to be it for today. It's going to be 95 today, and it's probably already 85. It's pretty warm, so I don't want to get out here and get overheated. I get really sort of sick when I get overheated too much. So, yeah, you know, got a couple on camera and a couple not, but anyway.